Hello, everyone. We are back live with 30 cuisines in 30 days. So, if you're watching now, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've watched us before, you know that this is day 17. We are well past the halfway mark for this challenge, and wow, there's a lot of food involved here. Okay, so let me break it down a bit for you guys. If you are new, then this is 30 Cuisines in 30 Days with me, your host, Tara, right here in my apartment in Bangkok, Thailand. Um, it's simple. I am here staying home, working from home, and I am having a different cuisine every single day for 30 days. And I'm ordering it all from wonderful restaurants from around the city here in Bangkok. So you can follow along, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, comment, chat with me, tell me what food you like, what food I should try. And you can follow along and kind of play the challenge yourself too by ordering some different foods you haven't tried before, or you could also try to make some foods from some different cuisines and cultures you haven't had before. Yeah, so just have fun with it. Okay, so day 17. Today we have South Indian food, and I have ordered it from the restaurant Saras, which is a vegetarian Indian restaurant here in Bangkok, and they have quite an extensive menu of South Indian dishes, so I'm excited to dig in. I have tried South Indian food before. I have sampled the cuisine of Saras before, so I kind of know it's going to be good, but I have not tried these particular dishes before, except for dosa. Sorry, I've had that before. But I have not had these other dishes. So we're going to go through everything. I'm going to introduce the dishes, and then we're going to go through taste everything, describe it, and then we're going to have a rating at the end. So stay tuned until the end. Okay, so when we're talking about South Indian cuisine, we're kind of talking about the southernmost states of India, the 5 southernmost states of India. So that's, and it's very different from northern cuisine. Oh, Still in Rabbit says, ooh, is that dosa slash tosai? Yes, it is. So you might see it spelled different ways as dosa. I would say dosa, but I think in Singapore and some other places, the spelling and the pronunciation of tosai is more common. And I think that just depends on, kind of the language, culture, exact place in South India that is coming from, or I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Oh, Stolen Rabbit says, yum, Uttapam. Uttapam. Okay, so this is the masala dosa. Let me just introduce these dishes from Saras. And this is the masala potatoes that it comes with, which can be inside the dosa or can be on the side. And this is sambar, what you eat it with. A spicy, kind of looks like a soup, but it's like a spicy, soupy condiment. Eat it together. And then a trio of 3 yummy chutneys. Let's see if I can hold it all in one hand. 3 yummy chutneys that goes with the dosa. We'll get into more detail about those in a second. And then next to that we have curd Vada, which is a kind of a flour donut-looking ball fried and then soaked in curd. Or dahi, I believe it's called in Hindi, if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not. Next up, Uttapam. Give it a nice close-up here. Uttapam is another South Indian dish that's very, I would say these are distinctly South Indian. Hopefully, got it right. Okay. This is my little dessert here, Moong Halwa, Moong Dal Halwa. It's made with lentils. It smells really sweet. I can smell that ghee, that clarified butter. Ooh, yummy, buttery. Just eating a lot of buttery things lately. Okay, so South Indian food. Got a lot of coconut, got a lot of, lentils, chili, it's spicy. You eat it with your hands traditionally, although I'm not really good at that, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's different from North Indian food. I think a lot of people would think of Indian food, they think of North Indian food, which is like like fluffy naan bread with like curries, butter chicken, biryani, that type of thing. Maybe we can do that on another day. Who knows? Okay, so South Indian cuisine. Let's get it going. Okay, I'm gonna just start with the dosa here. It is crispy for sure. I could just like lift this whole whole thing up. It's really light. It's like a crepe almost. It's massive. There's even a thinner, bigger one you could get, a paper dosa. But I just went for the regular masala dosa. You can see it's crispy. You can break off pieces there. And the batter is it's made from a fermented rice and lentils mixed together, I think. It's tasty on its own. It's probably a cardinal sin to be just eating a plain dosa without all these yummy things, but has it like fermented rice crispy taste? It's really good. So let me just try a little bit with the potato masala. Ooh, stolen rabbits is my favorite. Might be ghee dosa. Ooh, someone knows their Indian food. Okay. Let me just take that out on the plate and show you this yummy potato mixture. It has curry leaves, some veggies. Oh, and I should also say that this is all vegetarian today. It's all vegetarian. It is possible to have non-vegetarian South Indian food, but this restaurant is all vegetarian. Yummy. So good. I love the taste of the curry leaves and these little mustard seeds in the potatoes. So good. I'm just eating this plain. But let me see if I'm doing this correctly. I should probably say that my husband's family is Indian, Thai Indian, so I should really be better at this. Eating with my hands. And if they're watching now, hello. And sorry, I'm probably butchering the way I'm supposed to eat this, but taking a piece of dosa with the masala in it. Let's try a bite. I am really eager to dig in because I'm so hungry. Stolen rabbit. I like rava dosa too. I like that one too. This is really tasty. The masala potatoes are like kind of smushed potatoes with some seasoning, some chili, it's a bit spicy, mustard leaves, curry leaves, little mustard seeds. I see some like little beans in there, onions. It's really tasty. And that's just the dosa with the masala. We haven't even got to the sambar, the chutneys. Okay. Let me try the sambar that goes with the dosa here. This is like, it's a thinner kind of broth. Oh, chai in it. Lunchtime. It's lunchtime, all right. I just love these like curry leaves in there. They're so flavorful. If you could see curry leaf in there. And sambar, I think it has different levels of spiciness, but I think it's pretty spicy. Yeah, that's spicy. That is spicy. I will be sweating again in a few minutes, I'm sure. It has, it's not really a dal. It's not really filled with lentils, but it's filled with veggies. And it's really spicy. But you kind of eat it all together. And with the chutneys too. So, I don't know, for me, I just eat it all in whatever combination that kind of strikes my fancy. But, I don't know, tell me, how do you guys eat your dosa? Okay, let's try the different chutneys. I'll just kind of go through them individually. So this one is a green chutney. I believe, is it kind of like mint in here? I think it's like a mint coconut chutney and chili spicy. I think it's gonna be spicy. Spicy. I was correct. It is spicy. Let me grab a little blob of this yummy masala potatoes with my hands. Why does everything look so spicy? A comment from China. I think it's just spicy. Maybe it tastes better that way with chili. I don't know. It's really good though. Okay. Let's try this very little thin crispy bit with the red chutney. I think these chutneys are kind of based on coconut. Or the white one is definitely coconut, but this one I think is more of like a pepper, red pepper, chili. This is more sweet and not that spicy, ironically, because it's red. And these chutneys, I got such a generous, huge portion of them. This is just like half. So tasty. Okay, and then this one is another chutney that is coconut. Various things going on in my house behind the scenes. But let me just try this one here. So it's coconut. You can see those little mustard seeds in there. Little black balls are so tasty. Oh yeah, China says, what are the cocktails to go with these? LOL. What are good cocktails to go with South Indian food? Something tropical? Maybe like something, a take on a pina colada or something with coconut, like this yummy chutney right here. Okay. So that's definitely in order of spiciness, like most spicy, not super spicy, not spicy at all, a white coconut chutney. Kind of nice trio and tasty all together. Yeah, so this is the dosa. I'm loving this little crispy bits here. What do you guys think about dosas? Yay or nay? Ooh, it just fell apart in my hand. It's crispy. The inner bit is a little bit less crispy, as you would imagine, and it's really tasty and has that like fermented rice flavor. Ooh, Stolen Rabbit says something with mango and yogurt. Ooh, like a hard lassi or something. So good. Bit of sambar. Maybe dip the dosa in the sambar. What do you think? Faux pas or yummy? Really tasty. It's like salty, spicy, oniony flavor. Got those like curry leaf flavor. Those Indian spices of the masala. Just yummy. Okay. Factoids being dropped right here on the bottom. Telling you a little bit about each dish. Little factoids if you don't know too much about the dishes. And then I will be telling you how they taste. A comment from Summer Lee. Hard Lassie would be a great rapper name. That would be cool. Okay, should we move on from the dosa as I reluctantly take one final bite of this masala dosa with some spicy chutney? That's gonna be spicy. Okay. Reluctantly move on to curd Vada. This is a interesting dish. I have not tried this dish before. I've not tried it here, but it has curd, yogurt, a a lot of it, generous portions, surrounding two big flour kind of balls, like donuts. Thank you for entertaining us during lunch, Tara. I am watching you eat while I social distance eat Suki at MK. Do you have a hot pot episode coming up? Oh, enjoy your lunch at MK, socially distancing and eating there, Sanana. Do we have a hot pot episode coming up? Not yet scheduled, but it could be made part of this challenge. It very well could be. Stolen Rabbit says, lol, summer. Get some conversations going in the comments. Okay, so this Vada, it's this, like, I guess I could compare it to like a, sorry for my comparison, like to a donut, but it's kind of like a dense, yeah, I'd say it's a little bit dense. Let me just cut it open there. Ooh, now you can see the inside. I think it's made from a similar kind of fermented rice, and maybe perhaps wheat also dish, but let me just try a bite of it. You can see it has some little crispy sprinkling on the top, and the yogurt looks very seasoned, generously seasoned with chili, salt, pepper, among other spices, because there's little bits of like red. You can see it's almost like a pink yogurt because of the chili and spices. So let's just try a bite. Okay, so this, the Vada is soaked in the yogurt. So when you take a bite, it's definitely soaked through. It's like, it is soggy, but not in a bad way. I can get behind this sogginess. Because it just goes with the, I mean, it's like a liquidy dish all over. So I think you kind of need to have a bite of it with a big bite of the yogurt. We have a comment from MP83. Indian foodies are amazing for our gut. Yeah, the yogurt is definitely good for you, I think. Okay. Yogurt tastes really fresh. It's not spicy. The chili bits are deceiving. You are not spicy, are you, huh? Okay, it's yeah, it's seasoned nicely though, but not like the sambar. It's not like a peppery, fiery spice. It's definitely cooling because it's cold. And what could I compare it to? I mean, it could definitely be a yummy breakfast dish, you know, if you like to have yogurt for breakfast. But the seasoning and spices make it very satisfying. I guess I could compare it to, like, I don't know, like European muesli and yogurt in a bowl, but that's like sweet. This is definitely not sweet. Cheyenne it, back with a comment. Hot pot episode sounds fun at Savannah. Let's make sure it's the numbing and spicy mala soup. What are you guys doing to me? There's some like thick peppercorn kind of chunks, and you get like a nice peppery bite. I actually really like that. Okay, let me take one more big bite of this curd Vada, but I'll save my rating of these things till the end. It is very interesting. I haven't had a dish like this. The soggy texture, I think, would take getting used to for some people. I think some people probably would not, might be a little turned off by that. It does have a little kick of spice though, but not much compared to the other things with sambar. And yeah, once you start biting into this Vada, it's kind of falling apart. And then it does become a little more like oatmeal consistency. But I think, you know, I would just bite into, like, just get some bites that are still in the form of a donut and have it with the yogurt on the side instead of like mixing it together. Wow, interesting. Okay,
Also got a really spicy bite there. So there's definitely some little bits of spice in there where like, yeah, there's chilies. Ooh. Ooh. Now I see. Ooh, there's like little chilies in there. Ooh, that's killer. Ooh, Saras. Saras. Come on, man. Now I'm really sweating. Okay, so 2 dishes down, 2 more to go, including my dessert. Let me just remind you guys, please subscribe, like this video, share this video, watch another video, like that video too. Click the bell for notifications. Do it now. And then stay tuned to the end of this video for my rating of these dishes and a little hint of what's to come for next time, because this is only day 17 of 30 cuisines in 30 days. We're really doing this for 30 days. We really are. I can't get out of it now. Okay, next dish. This is Uttapam, and it's a kind of, I think it's a kind of type of dosa, people would say, from my Googling or from my factoids. Yeah, it's a type of dosa, but it's not crisp and crepe-like. It's thicker with toppings. So I just checked all the boxes of what toppings I want. I said there was onions, there was tomatoes. I said yes, yes, yes to all of those. And it looks like a big pancake. It's like a thick pancake. There's little, little kind of holes like that appear like when you're putting a pancake on the griddle, or like an English muffin has those type of like little bubbles in it. If you flip it over, it came like that. It really looks like a pancake then. But I wanted to open it up and see everything on this yummy Uttapam, South Indian dish. I think this is a South Indian kind of breakfasty dish. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so this is a really interesting dosa. Well, I didn't even know it was a dosa before, but it's kind of like a pancake. Kind of like you can kind of customize it too. You can put like whatever you want on top of it, really. This one has, I see onions, I see red bell peppers, green bell peppers, little bits of tomato, I think. And then there's definitely a nice, healthy sprinkling of like a masala type mixture on top. Like a seasoning that looks really yummy. And I think you could dig into this along with the chutneys, along with the sambar, like just everything. It just goes together. And what is it made from? I believe this is made from the fermented rice, kind of similar to dosas or another dish, which I did not order, called idli, which I do like. Okay, probably supposed to use my hands. Instead, I'm tearing it apart. But I just wanted to give you guys show you a little bite of that there. Let me mix it with this yummy orange chutney. Interesting. Okay, maybe I should try it alone too to get that flavor on its own. Okay. Really tasty, full of flavor. I think what's sprinkled on top here is like a garam masala. Bao says chutney is awesome. Chutney is awesome. Chutney for days. I could eat this chutney with everything. Yeah, this Uttapam is really good. It's definitely has a lot more flavor than even the curd Vada. Way more flavorful than the masala dosa, like on its own. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It has this yummy fermented, kind of like a bit of sourness to it, like a fermented rice taste. Just get a nice big chunk there. You can see it's white. It's made from rice flour, fermented rice flour, and it has a lot of flavor. You almost can just eat it on its own. But why would you when you have all this delicious chutney here? And I'm really going for the spicy chutney. So good. So tasty. So Ana Quattro said, the sprinkle on top could be a spice called gunpowder in South Indian cooking. Does it look like gunpowder? Hard to tell, but I think it might be because it's definitely spicy. It's reddish. It looks like, yeah, like a spice blend with a chili for sure. But yeah, hard to show you here, but tasty. Interesting. Gunpowder sounds really hardcore as a spice blend, but cool. Okay, now let's see. Sonata Quadra says yes, it does. Okay, whew. I am getting warm in here because there's a lot of spice. Even though the yogurt is cooling, the chutneys are cooling. I mean, there's a ton of spice here. And I still have one more dish, which is the dessert. I think I'm kind of ready to move on and try the dessert. And then we'll go back through, recap everything, give our rating to the dishes and to the overall experience of ordering this yummy vegetarian South Indian food from Saras. Okay, so I just left this in the container that it came in, a lovely little container. Interesting size. It's a generous dessert size, I would say, and a container that can easily be reused. Okay, it's kind of warm, and when it arrived, it was a little bit warmer than this, so I think it is served warm. You could probably heat it up a little bit if you wanted. It smells really sweet, very sweet. I was Googling a lot about like what are South Indian desserts, and then I actually didn't see the ones that I Googled on the Saras menu. So I kind of chose what I thought was the closest to like a distinctly South Indian thing. So this is Moong Halwa, Moong Dal Halwa. I think it is something that you eat all over India though. So Nana, what do you say to that? But it's made from lentils. I'm thinking lentils, sugar, ghee, clarified butter, some spices. That's what I'm thinking here. Kind of like pulverized lentils because it looks really, as you can see, it's almost like a paste. And I think this is a common dessert and one that I have tried. I think it's made with other things too. You can have like carrot halwa, which is like kind of like pulverized carrots in this blend, but this one is lentils. So let's give it a try. As spicy and flavorful these dishes were, this is sweet and flavorful, I would say. And I've definitely heard a lot of people say that Indian desserts are very sweet. I think all desserts are very sweet though. When you look for like traditional desserts in different cultures, I mean, Thai desserts are definitely, there's a lot of really sweet desserts with coconut milk and things like that. So yeah, I saw a lot of coconut desserts too when I was Googling South Indian desserts, but this does not have any coconut milk in it, I believe. Looks like it's pretty much lentils, sugar, butter. It's like, definitely has like an oiliness to it, and that's the clarified butter. Ghee, but you know, people are really into ghee these days. I mean, of course, it's part of Indian cooking since, you know, history, but I think people in other countries are getting really excited about ghee lately and its health benefits. And if eating ghee like this is how you get the health benefits, then sign me up, because it is really yummy and it is really sweet. Lentils too, I mean protein, right? There must be protein in this. It's really fine, kind of room temperature too. It's tasty room temperature. I don't really see the need to heat it up, but it doesn't seem like it would be good cold. I think you need that room temperature or warm kind of state in order for the oil to be nice and oily and buttery and not hard. Tasty. And I think you are able to order this in large quantities. I just ordered the smallest quantity. I almost accidentally ordered 1 kilo. That would be a lot of Moong Halwa, and I think I would be forced to share it. But yeah, you can order this by the kilo, you guys. Moong Dal Halwa. Let's see if I have any other interesting factoids about this dessert to share with you. It's very common in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. That is not South India, by the way. So I could be very way off on my dessert choice today. It's auspicious for Holi and Diwali and wedding celebrations. Ooh. Wedding celebrations. It's a very joyous dessert, very festive. I can see that. Okay, so I think I might have gone way off and chosen a very North Indian dessert to go with my South Indian meal. Rainer Lim says, sugar high. I think I am getting that. I'm slowly, this is one of those things, like I can just sit down in front of a show and just slowly chip away at this and suddenly it's gone. Stolen Rabbit says, yum, that looks good. Tasty. Okay, shall we recap everything that we have had here today and give a little, my humble rating for this lovely meal. And then after that, we're gonna tell you a little bit about tomorrow's dishes. So stick around. Okay, click the bell for notifications. You know what I'm gonna say. Subscribe, like, share, do it. Okay. Masala dosa from Saras vegetarian restaurant. Oh my god, it's so hard to give this a rating. It's definitely one of my favorite South Indian dishes. It's really fun to eat it, especially if you're there in the restaurant and it's a little bit, it's like kind of round. This one flattened a little bit in the delivery process. So it's not the easiest thing to kind of deliver, really. But I think they did a solid job. I think it's getting 4 out of 5. It's tasty. All the spices are there, and the batter is flavorful. Yeah, crispy, fresh. The sambar was really good with it. It was spicy, but not too spicy, actually. I wonder if you could kind of customize it. It's pretty salty, though. It's a little on the salty side, so that's why it goes. Auntie Navraj, hi Navraj. Navraj Koger says, hi, thanks for commenting and watching. Another vegetarian meal for you to enjoy. Have you had Saras before? I bet you have. Do you have any other South Indian restaurants to suggest? Or any other South Indian dishes that you like? Tell us in the comments. Okay. I'm just back to munching on everything. Yeah, a little salty for me, but still yummy. Chutneys are so, so good. Jagdish Gill said, one of my favorites. Something about South Indian food, just the combination of the spices, the chutneys, the coconut, it's so good. Coconut TV says, subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell, y'all. Do it. Love those chutneys. Chutneys are like a 5 out of 5 always. I mean, these ones. Sambar, it's a 4, I think, maybe 3. Sorry, Saras, maybe a 3 just for the sambar because it's a little bit, like when I go back and taste more, it's a little bit more salty and like less on the flavorful spices side. So, okay, curd vada, maybe a 3.5. I mean, I wanted to try this because it's something I haven't tried before. I do really like yogurt. I like things with yogurt. It's a refreshing reprieve from the spice of the sambar. My hair is messy. My hair is messy. Whatever. We're live, folks. This is what happens. Jagdish Gill says,
I think it's because it's vegetarian that makes it satisfying but light. I think you're right. There's so many flavors from all the different spices and the curry leaves that you don't feel like you're missing out on anything, even though it's all vegetarian. And it's pretty much all vegan, really, come to think of it, except for the butter and the dessert, I guess, the ghee. Yeah, unless there's ghee in these other dishes that I don't know about. This is, I think it's safe to say this is vegan. Oh no, sorry, wait, yogurt? No, yogurt. That definitely is not vegan. My bad. But I warned you guys not to listen to me. No, kidding. Okay, so curd vada, yeah, I think it's getting a 3 out of 5 because I appreciate what it is doing here. I enjoy the ingredients. I like the taste, but it's just not something that's like, wow, I just want to eat the whole thing. Jagdishkil said, is that yogurt or grated coconut? This one is yogurt, but this looks like grated coconut, I believe, the chutney. And it has like a nice light coconut flavor, not spicy. Yeah. So, curd vada, still good though. I probably wouldn't order this again, but I might order vada in other combinations. There's different ones that it's not in a curd, it's just on its own, and you eat it with like these yummy fixins here. Uttapam, I really liked this one. I feel like this was the star of my meal. I think this is a real yummy dish I would want to order again. Yeah. Something about the texture and consistency of it is just really hitting the spot. Maybe because it's like a big savory pancake crepe, I don't know. But that is super tasty, especially with all the chutneys and everything. I think it's almost like a 4.75, 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, so I think overall, what's the overall rating? Someone quickly correlates all those scores. Oh wait, the dessert. Forgot about you. Okay, dessert, yummy. Really like the dessert. I will go back to, I just want to eat a whole dessert. I feel like eating just this whole dessert for lunch, but all this. Okay, I think it's like pretty much a 5 out of 5 for the halwa. It's really tasty. I mean, as sweet as you think it is, it's not overly sweet. It's not that cloying sweetness, I would say. Yeah, the lentils like really balance it out. And the butteriness, I mean, yummy. I will eat this all before it gets cold, for sure. Okay, so I think overall, it's a 5 out of 5 for dessert. I think overall it's like a 4 out of 5 for Saras. Yeah, all my ratings are like kind of similar, but all this food is so good. I can't help it. Everything is really tasty and yummy that I've been having. I feel like it's such a treat to try all these foods from around the world every day. So, yes, awesome. Yeah, Saras, vegetarian food, South Indian food. That's my rating. So stick around. Meet me back here tomorrow. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Tomorrow we are going to Russia. Russian food from an interesting little restaurant that we found here in Bangkok. Authentic Russian food. I may be popping open a bottle of vodka for that, Russian vodka. So, I mean, if that's not day drinking, then I think I've reached the epitome of day drinking with vodka at 1 p.m. Bangkok time. But that's when you're going to see me drinking it. 1 p.m. tomorrow here in Bangkok, or if you're in Singapore, it's 2 p.m. Day 18 tomorrow of 30 Cuisines in 30 Days. See you then. Bye.